Ready to like dive deep into something.
Always.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be looking at intimacy,
Ooh.
but not the kind you might be thinking about.
Right.
We're going beyond the bedroom today,
Yes, we are.
looking at intimacy beyond the bedroom.
Ooh. I like it. It's a good title, right?
Yeah.
We have an excerpt from the book.
Okay.
We're going to be talking all about it today. And I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
Because, I think about intimacy and I think about,
Physical intimacy.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
much of the conversation is about that kind of intimacy, but this is something totally different.
Yeah. And I think it's so important
Yes.
to highlight this other side of intimacy.
Right.
Because
yeah.
it can be so powerful and so meaningful in our lives.
Yeah. And in a lot of ways, I feel like this is more important than the physical intimacy.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
We can have
Yeah.
physical intimacy without emotional intimacy.
Yeah.
But to really have that deep connection, that fulfilling connection.
We need
that other part.
We need that emotional intimacy. And that's really what this book dives into, is how to cultivate that
Okay. So,
in all kinds of relationships.
yeah, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What is emotional intimacy like?
Yeah.
When I hear that, I kind of think like, okay, I get it.
Right.
But how would you define that?
Yeah. So emotional intimacy, it really boils down to a deep understanding and connection
Okay.
on a mental and emotional level.
Okay.
So it's
you really
beyond just,
know the person.
knowing facts about someone or
course.
having fun experiences together.
Yeah.
It's really feeling seen,
Right.
heard, and valued for who you are at your core
Oh, that's good.
by another person.
Yeah, and that applies to romantic relationships.
Absolutely.
Friendships, family, even like your relationship with yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
So
have it.
that's a great definition, I think.
Yeah.
The excerpt from the book talks about some ways to cultivate this intimacy. Yeah. And I think the first one
And it's so important
is
because
so important. Yeah.
it's not something that just happens.
It's active.
We have to be intentional about it.
Yes.
And that's what I love about this book, is that it gives us these practical steps
Yeah.
that we can take to actually cultivate it.
Yes. And the first one that I thought of was active listening. And this is something that I've been trying to work on in my own life.
It's huge.
Yeah. And I think it's so easy to just kind of like be half listening
Oh, yeah.
while you're waiting to say your thing.
Right. Or already thinking about what you're going to say next.
Yes, exactly. And I was thinking about this. I have a friend who went through a really tough breakup a while back.
Oh, yeah.
And, she was telling me all about it. And I was so tempted to just jump in with advice
Wow.
or, like,
I've been there.
yeah, or try to like fix it or
Right.
tell her what to do. But I realized like she doesn't need that right now.
Yeah.
She just needs someone to listen.
Just to hear her.
Yeah. And so I really focused on that. And yeah, I, wasn't perfect at it,
Sure.
but I really tried. And afterwards, she told me how much that meant to her, that I just like listened without judgment.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
And I think what's interesting about active listening is it's not just about, being quiet and
Right.
not saying anything.
It's not passive.
It's not passive, it's active.
Yeah.
So it's really about reflecting back what you hear,
Okay.
asking clarifying questions like,
So you're saying,
you're saying, is this what you mean?
right,
And showing with your body language that you're fully present.
putting your phone down,
Yeah, putting your phone down, making eye contact.
turning off the TV.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
Like really being there with that person.
Yeah. It's so powerful. And I think sometimes,
And there's research that shows,
oh yeah, there's research. I was just going to say that,
Yeah.
that it like lowers your stress hormones.
yeah, it can actually lower stress hormones and increase feelings of connection.
It's not just like a touchy-feely thing.
Yeah,
It's like science.
it is science.
Yeah.
It's physiological.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Okay. So active listening, that's one way.
That's one way.
Another thing that the book talks about is shared experiences.
Yes.
And I think this is,
That's a big one.
yeah, this is so key. Like I think about the people that I feel closest to in my life, and it's the people that I have,
Yeah.
Gone through something with,
Right.
whether it's good or bad.
Exactly.
Like you build this bond
We've got the memories.
when you go through things together.
We've got the inside jokes.
Yeah.
We've got that shared history that nobody else has.
Yeah, it's like this special language that only you two speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be these big, grand adventures.
No, it can be anything.
It can be something as simple as
Like going to the grocery store together.
going to the grocery store together or cooking dinner
Or
together.
watching a TV show together.
Yeah, or watching the same movie,
Yeah.
Even if you're not physically together,
Yeah.
you can still have that shared experience.
That's true, yeah. Okay, so active listening, shared experiences. The book also talks about expressing appreciation and gratitude.
Yes, and this is something that I think can be so easily overlooked,
Oh, yeah.
especially in long-term relationships.
Yeah.
We can start to take each other for granted.
It becomes the norm.
It becomes the norm, exactly.
And you forget to say thank you.
Yeah, and we forget to say thank you.
Or to acknowledge the things that you appreciate.
Right, and these don't have to be big things.
Yeah.
It can be as simple as, thank you for doing the dishes.
Or thank you for listening to me rant.
Yeah, or thank you for making me laugh. It's just those little things, it goes a long way. They can go a long way in making someone feel seen and appreciated.
Yeah, because everyone wants to feel appreciated.
Everybody wants to feel appreciated,
Yeah.
and it strengthens that bond.
Yeah. And it makes you, I think it makes you want to do more of those things.
Yeah.
When you know that it's appreciated and acknowledged.
Exactly. It creates like a positive feedback loop.
Yeah.
Where you're both feeling good and you're both wanting to do more for each other.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got active listening, shared experiences, expressing appreciation.
Yes.
But I feel like there's something even deeper
Yes.
to all of this. And that's what the book calls deep companionship.
Deep companionship.
So can you talk about that?
Yeah. So deep companionship is really, I think of it as the bedrock
Okay.
of a truly strong connection.
Ooh, I like that. The bedrock.
Yeah, it's the foundation upon which everything else is built.
Okay.
And it's characterized by a number of things.
Okay.
First and foremost, I think, is shared values and goals.
Okay, so you're kind of aligned on...
You're aligned on the big things. You're
Yes.
on the same page about what's important in life.
Yeah.
You have mutual respect for each other.
Okay.
You value each other's opinions.
Even if they're different.
Even if they're different, exactly.
Yeah.
You have deep empathy for each other.
Yeah.
You can really understand and feel.
See the world through their eyes.
See the world through their eyes and feel what they're feeling.
Yeah.
And perhaps most importantly, you have unwavering support for each other.
Okay.
You know that no matter what,
They have your back.
they have your back.
Yeah.
They're going to be there for you.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like when I think about the times in my life where I've felt truly supported
Yeah.
by someone, it's not necessarily that they gave me the perfect advice or they fixed the situation. It was just that they were there.
They were there.
They listened.
They
They
held space for you.
yeah, they held space for me and they
Mhm.
let me feel my feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's such a powerful thing.
It is.
And I think like we maybe don't talk about it enough.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, like we
And
talk
I think it's so important.
romantic relationships
Yes.
and all of that.
Yes.
But like this deep companionship.
And what's interesting is that
Yeah.
research has shown
There's reasons.
again and again
I love that.
that emotional intimacy
Yes.
is a key predictor
Oh,
of overall well-being
okay.
and relationship satisfaction.
Wow. So it really is important.
It's not just a nice to have,
Yeah, it's not just
like a fluffy thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
for our happiness
Yeah?
and for the health of our relationship.
So what are we waiting for?
Right.
Let's go build this.
Let's go do it.
Okay, so
And again, it's not
it's a journey.
it's a journey, it's not a destination.
Yeah, it's not like you arrive
Right.
and then you're done.
And you've got it.
You got to keep working at it.
You've got to keep working at it.
Yes, but it's so worth it.
But it's so worth it.
Yeah.
The rewards are immeasurable.
Yeah. I think this has been a great reminder for me that, yeah, those big grand gestures are fun.
Yeah, they're nice.
And exciting.
Yeah.
But it's really the
But it's the
day-to-day.
It's the little things. Yeah, the little things, the consistency.
The consistency, the everyday moments
Yeah.
that really make a difference.
Like expressing that appreciation.
Yeah.
Taking the time to actively listen.
Being present.
Yeah.
Creating those shared experiences.
Shared experiences. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be,
yeah.
going on a big trip.
No, just calling a friend.
It can be calling a friend. It
Yeah.
can be sending a text message.
Yeah.
It can be
Cooking dinner together.
cooking dinner together.
Like anything.
The little things
What you do together.
that matter.
That matter.
And I think the key is to be intentional about it. Like you were
Yes.
saying earlier,
Be mindful.
it's so easy to just go through life on autopilot
Yeah.
and not really be present
And not really think about
in our relationships.
what we could be doing to deepen those connections.
Exactly. So just taking a moment each day to think about,
Yeah.
okay, how can I nurture this relationship? How can I show this person that I care?
Yeah, that's great.
What little thing can I do
Yeah.
to make them feel loved and appreciated?
Yeah, and that applies to romantic relationships, friendships, family, even your relationship with yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All of it.
Wow, this has been such a good conversation. I feel like we
I
could go
do.
on forever,
You could talk about this all day.
but I think
It's about-
that this is a great place to wrap it up.
It is.
I want to leave our listeners with
Yes.
one final thought.
Okay.
I know you always have a great one,
I do.
so I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
So my final thought for the listeners is
Yeah.
think about one small step
Okay.
that you can take today
Yeah.
to deepen a connection in your own life.
Ooh, that's good.
What will it be?
What will it be?
Will it be sending a text message?
Yeah.
Will it be making a phone call?
Yeah.
Will it be cooking dinner?
Yeah.
Will it be saying thank you?
Yeah.
What will it be?
I love.
Just one small step
Yeah.
can make a big difference.
It can make a big difference. Yeah. And like you said, it's a journey. So
It is.
just start taking those little steps and
keep taking them.
you'll be amazed at where you end up.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. This has
Yeah.
been such a great conversation.
Thank you for having me.
I love deep diving into this stuff with you.
Me too.
All right. Well, that's it for this deep dive.
Bye.
Keep exploring. Keep connecting. And remember, the most rewarding relationships are built on far more than just physical touch.
Yes.